Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me on another video. I hope you are doing well. It's great to see you. If this is the first time you've watched one of my videos, hello. If you have seen my videos before, thank you and welcome back. Either way, it would mean so much to me if you do enjoy my videos, if you wouldn't mind taking the time to click the like button and hit on subscribe to my channel. These are the reviews of all of my empties for the last month. I kind of go through the products that I will be throwing away. Maybe I've used them all, maybe some have a little bit left because I didn't quite get on with them. And remember, these reviews are all my own, based on my own experience of using them. There will inevitably be products that probably you like that maybe I don't get on with, and vice versa. So I'm just going to speak honestly about how I got on with them. So without further ado, I'm going to start with a staple that I use, which is Micellar water. I'm a big Micellar water fan. I use Garnier Micellar waters normally. You will notice one has no top and one is green and has a pink top. So what happened was I was using the pink micellar water and it ran out, and I went and got another one, so I got the green one, and as I brought it into the house I dropped it and the lid cracked and smashed. But thankfully, because I pretty much bought the same product, obviously it's a different line, I was able to take the lid off of this one and put it onto this one. So that's why I kind of got through two big bottles. I haven't, like, very rarely go through two big bottles in a month, but yeah, that's why, because this one was on the way out and I lost a load of this one when it broke. So the pink one is a rose water. I didn't mind it. I don't mind the rose water scent. I appreciate that for some people that might be off-putting. So the rose water one gives you more of a glow apparently, and the green one is more of their pure active line, so more for oily skin prone to imperfections. I really don't mind which ones I use. I often go for the one that's on offer. These are big bottles, they're 400ml, and the RRP of these is £6 each, but you can get these anywhere, like Boots, High Street, even like supermarkets. So like I said, I just get them whenever they're on offer. I think I got this one from ASOS, again because I had a discount code, or it was on offer or whatever. I also have another micellar water here. It was a little travel size that I got in a beauty box once that I've just been using on and off. It's by a company called Naobay, and it's an illuminating micellar water. I'll be honest, I didn't really notice a difference in terms of like illuminating. What I did like about this micellar water is it smelled really nice. It smelled really like spa-y. It does say it's got aloe vera, green tea, raspberry, lemon and sage. However, 200ml of this, which is half of a Garnier bottle of this size, is £9. So it is a lot more expensive. So yeah, I mean, I enjoyed using it. It felt very soothing, very relaxing, but I'm not spending £9 on it. While we're doing skin cleaning, I have got a facial wash from Clinique. I think I have, yes, I have also the mini as well. So this is the Clinique All About Clean Liquid Facial Soap in Mild. You know what, I just kept this. They're both the same, that's just a travel size as well. This seemed to last me a really long time. I kept it in the shower. I used it every morning. It's like a gel consistency, and a little goes a long way. So this is 200ml. I think this lasted me a few months using it once a day. And then I would always follow up with like a cream cleanser on top of it, but this has a value of £18. I think I spoke about this before. I must have had another mini because this is my first full-size bottle of it. Which, you know what, I would buy again. With Clinique, I would only ever do it when there's like an offer on, because the Clinique, you know, bonuses are always so good. When I first started using this, I felt like my skin didn't quite like it. It took me a couple of uses before my skin, I guess, kind of built tolerance, or kind of like, you know, got used to it. I kind of just felt like in the beginning it was a little bit too harsh for my skin, but I think there is actually, don't quote me, but I think there might be a extra mild version. So maybe I should have done with that, but after using this for a few times, I ended up being no issues at all. And then I've got a couple of cleansers. So this cleanser is a No7. I love No7 skincare. It is their No7 Radiance Exfoliating Cleanser. So again, it's like a gel consistency, almost like the Clinique like face wash gel stuff, but this one's got like little beads in it. So like exfoliating, it's not like a really harsh exfoliating, but it was quite nice. It was a good level of scrub, if that makes sense. And it had a very strong citrus smell. I'm actually using another product that actually isn't too dissimilar to this. It's by Origins, and it is more or less exactly the same. It is a citrusy smelling gel exfoliating product, and this has a value of £13, but again, and to be honest, it just goes for all makeup skincare products. I very rarely pay full price for something. You know, I mentioned it with Clinique. I would always look for like gift with purchase or an offer on that. With No7, that seems to always be offers on. If you wait and kind of like plan ahead, you can get money off, you can get 3 for 2. Sometimes they give you a gift with purchase. So I think I got this in a bundle pack. And then another cleanser. This one was slightly different. This is the Ren Skincare Perfect Canvas Clean Jelly Oil Cleanser. So this is 100ml and it's got a value of £28. And I've seen people online really go mad for this cleanser. I'll be honest, when I first used it, I think maybe because I didn't use enough, so it comes out as like a gel. But it's one of those cleansers that some cleanser brands call it like that it turns into a milk. I don't like that phrase because you're not putting milk on your face. But it goes from like a gel consistency to like a liquidy creamy consistency, and that's what this one did. And yeah, it totally grew on me. So I didn't know what to expect. The first go I was a bit like, oh, not what I was expecting. But then as I got using it, I was like, oh my God, I'm so obsessed with it. And it was like a treat to use on my skin. £28, like, oh my God. Again, I think I got this in a beauty box. Well, I would have done. I haven't paid 28 quid on it. Ah, I remember, I got this in an ASOS beauty box. But yeah, I really liked this. So keeping a lookout for this to appear again, because I will buy a box just for this cleanser. Seriously. Let's move on to hair. And a product I have had for a little while, but I just never used because I wasn't sure of it. And it's this. This is the remnants, the packaging of a Greenfrog Botanic shampoo bar. Now, I've got quite long hair and I've always ever used a like liquid shampoo, like a normal shampoo from a squeezy bottle. So getting a shampoo bar, I was like, okay, I'll give it a go, but it was one of those things where I kind of never got round to it. And then I was like, look, I'm just gonna give this a go and see what it's all about, because I really do make a point of using or trying everything that I receive in boxes. You know, sometimes there are things that maybe don't quite fit with me and my skincare, or, you know, if it's makeup, my look. But I do always try and give everything a go. So the shampoo bar was like a little round, I guess like a soap. I don't want to call it a soap, but it looked like a soap. Yeah, you get it wet. And then I wasn't sure how to use it because I looked online and I looked on the packaging. So I didn't know if it was something that would like completely disintegrate and it was a one-time use thing. I have worked out that is not the case and you can use it for many, many uses. I think I'm already on like, I want to say like my 5th or 6th use, and I don't use things sparingly. So yeah, it will last a long time, and I also have very long hair. It does bubble or foam so that you get like that shampoo kind of feeling, because I wasn't sure. I thought, is it going to be like quite dry? Am I really going to have to work to get this product through the hair? But no. And yeah, I was really pleasantly surprised actually. Also, this one that I had has argan oil and rose oil in it. I find that oil can, especially like argan oil, can sit in my hair and be quite heavy. But this, no, I haven't noticed anything. If anything, my hair feels more kind of like lighter, if that makes sense, than like a normal shampoo that I'd use. It's got 96% natural ingredients in it. Yeah, honestly, I was very pleasantly surprised by this. And it has a value of £4.95. And then on the same sort of theme, I have an Aussie 3-Minute Miracle. I appreciate that probably a lot of you have used Aussie products and the 3-Minute Miracle before. There are different ranges of the 3-Minute Miracle treatment. So that's what it is. It's used as like a hair treatment in 3 minutes. A miracle? I wouldn't say that, but it's a nice conditioning treatment. I got the colour version because I have colour through my hair. And actually, not that it makes any difference to the formula, but I just really like the packaging, the bottle, because it hasn't got a lid. You do just like squeeze it into your hand and then it just automatically like doesn't drip, stops itself, and you just leave it on the side. And I want to see shampoos like this, please. This has a value of £5. Kind of backtracking on myself a little bit. I used this strange, I say strange, it's actually not that strange. It's by No7. It's their Radiant Results Daily Face Polish. So it's almost like this No7 cleanser. You remember I said that that was like a gel with like some beads in it? This was more like a creamy kind of face wash with like a lot finer beads in it. And actually I quite liked it, but you know what? I went online to try and find the full size, how much it was, a little bit of information, and couldn't find anything. So I don't know if it's been discontinued. I got this in like a No7 bundle pack at Christmas. Yeah, and I liked it. I like No7 skincare, I really liked it. So I don't know what the deal with that is. If you see it, let me know. No7, this is the Radiant Results eye makeup remover. Now I really screwed up with this because there are 2 eye makeup removers in this packaging. One is like an oil based one, so you have, you know, when it's like the 2 separate, you've got like the oil component, which is like a blue, and then like the water component, you've got to shake it. That's what this one is. And you know, it's fine, it works. I obviously used it all, of course I'm going to. But there's another version, I think they call it like the sensitive, I'm not too sure, but there's another one, and that's just like pure water, so there's no shaking, it's non-oily, and that was the one that I wanted to get. But the picture online, because I ordered these online, it just looked like the one that was like the same consistency, if that makes sense. So I ended up bulk ordering the wrong thing because I wanted 3 for 2, so I bought 3. So I bought 3 of the wrong thing. So you'll see these appearing again, and I will say exactly the same thing, like, yes, it's fine, I used it, I would prefer the non-oily, yada yada yada. Next I'm going to move on to Vitamasks, or VQ. I've actually got a few products from Vitamasks. So the first thing I'll talk to you about is this. This is the Vitamask Pearl Sheet Mask. So it's a single-use sachet sheet mask. It was, you know what, the mask itself, or the sheet itself, was very soft. I haven't really got too much to say about this. A single sachet is £4.99. Again, I'm a little bit indifferent to it. I didn't hate it, I didn't love it. It was nice. I love a face mask. I love to treat myself. I love when things like this appear in beauty boxes, but it's not something that I would go out and buy again. However, just moving away from Vitamasks, we're going to come back to them in a second. I also had this sheet mask. I'm not even going to call it sheet mask because this is something that I never even have used before. So it's by Beauty Pro, who do sheet masks. This is a pink clay sheet mask. So they are calling it a sheet mask, but let me tell you what this is. So it's in 2 pieces. You get like a top section and a bottom section, and there's various things you need to peel off, and anyway, so you put it on your face, top section and then bottom section, and then wait. Meanwhile, it like hardens. It's like paper mache. So because it's clay, I can't work it out, but it hardens. So literally at the end of it, how long did I have it on for? I want to say I had this on for like an hour. Yeah, you have to leave this on for approximately 40 to 60 minutes, and then, or it says, or until the mask is hardened, and it does just that. And then literally, like, you take it off of your face, and it's like a paper mache imprint of your face. It's a very strange experience. you do get a little bit of like the kind of like chalky, I guess clayey residue, so you do have to give yourself a bit of a clean afterwards. But yeah, I really liked it. I think I liked the experience, but it definitely felt good. And the idea is you get all the benefits of doing a clay mask without the mess. And I was really intrigued by this. I'm still really intrigued by it. I would buy this again. But this has a value of £6.95 for the single use. If you see it, give it a go and let me know what you think. It is very different to any sheet mask that I've ever used before. Going back to Vitamasks, I'm so sorry. I appreciate this video is a little bit all over the shop today. So going back to Vitamasks, I've got 2 more products. This is from their skincare range, which is just called VQ, but it's still Vitamasks. So this first one is the Rose Gold Hydroglow Cream. It has hyaluronic acid in it, niacinamide, pearl powder, and gold extract. So it's a facial product. The instructions say you can wear it alone or use it as a primer. I used it as like a moisturizer. So I would use a serum, then I'd use this, and then I'd still put a primer on top. Fine. It does, the glow part comes from, there's ever so slightly like an iridescent kind of sheen to it. So it does give you a bit of a glow, which is what it says it does. But not, you know, that's so intense like you're literally walking around with glitter on your face. It's got a value of £25.99. At that price point, I wouldn't be rushing out to buy it, but again, I'll keep an eye out for it, and if it's in a bundle, I wouldn't turn my nose up at it. And then this one I would turn my nose up at. And I'll tell you why. So this is the Vitamask Pineapple Gommage Peeling Gel. So this is one of those gels that you put on your face, and I mean, the gel in itself does kind of clump together. Whenever you use these products, the product is kind of, I don't know how to describe it. It comes out like a liquid or a gel, and then you start rubbing it together and it just kind of like sticks together a little bit to create like hardened things. And the idea is that with that it picks up like dead skin cells and all this. So it's an exfoliating product. It makes a complete mess. I first used this, just stood in my bathroom, had a clean face, squeezed the gel out, rubbed it together. Already in your fingers, if you rub it together, you can feel the gel start to clump together, if that makes sense. And I put it all over my face, and I had bits falling off, made an absolute mess of the bathroom. So first thing I would say is if you use this, stand in the shower, stand in the bath, or stand over a sink, because you will make a mess. The second thing, and the main thing that I didn't like about this, like in terms of the formula and how it worked, fine, but was the smell. So you might remember I said it's the Pineapple Gommage Peeling Gel. It smells of pineapple, and for me it's just so sickly sweet. And there's something like a bit confusing in my brain that I'm smelling this really sickly sweet pineapple smell, and I've got like this gel stuff, and my face almost felt sticky, but it was completely all in my head because I kind of associate like pineapple and like sticky, and I was like, oh, I don't know, I just didn't like it. To be fair, the first time I used it, I was like, oh, can't get on with this is making me feel like a little bit queasy. I'm never using it again. And then by the end, I didn't feel so bad about it. I think just because obviously my brain had kind of like reset itself, like my perception of what it was. But yeah, I would use a Gommage peeling gel again from VQ, but probably not the pineapple one. Sorry. A 50ml tube of it, this one was only 20ml. A 50ml tube of it is $14.99. Final kind of skincare product before we start moving on to makeup-y products is this little guy. Now this is a little sample size that I got in the John Lewis Christmas, I don't know what it was called, winter edit or something at Christmas time. This is by Sisley. This is the Velvet Sleeping Mask with saffron flowers. So it's an overnight, put it on your skin, leave it, and then you wake up in the morning and you're meant to feel amazing. I really liked this. And I would hope that I did, because 60 ml of this, so this one's only 10 ml, so 6 times this is about £100. Yeah, so I basically just kind of used it as a night cream. So going to bed, put a thin layer on my face, slept, washed it off in the morning, and yeah, it just, obviously it's like a treatment mask, so it just felt really nice, like the consistency, the texture, really soothing. It did have a smell. I didn't mind it. It was a little bit of like a floral smell. I do think the smell is going to be something that some people won't like, but like I said, I didn't mind it, and I really enjoyed using this. And if I had £100 to spend on 60 ml of a product, this would be it. Right, let's move on to makeup. Stuff that I liked or stuff that I didn't like? Stuff that I liked. This is the Benefit Gimme Brow product. I really, really like this product. It's almost like a gel, and then you get a little kind of spoolie on the end of it. So it's quite small, but it's exactly what you need it to be for your brows. There are a lot of brow products that have massive spoolies on them, and I think it's just because I use this and get used to the size of this. I mean, it's tiny, that you just don't need it to be a mascara wand when you're using your eyebrows. But yeah, I really like it. So the gel provides like pigment to the eyebrow. I don't know, I really like it. If you haven't tried it, do try it. I never pay full price for this product. I think you've got that just from watching this video. Full price, this is about £23.50. So the shade that this one was a 3. Now a 3 is not this colour. The 3 worked for me because where my brows are quite dark, adding a colour that's a little bit lighter almost kind of made my brows a little bit ashier. So if I was going for like a cooler look, then it works. But at the moment I've got this and I'm using a 5, which is my colour, a deep brown. And I'm getting on with that one a lot better. But other than that, the formula and everything, this is great. Big fan of it, love it. Next up, we have a foundation. This is a foundation by Christian Dior. I believe it's a new-ish foundation to the market. It's the Forever foundation. The reason I say that is because I got this for free. Unbelievable. Not because anything to do with this channel or story. You know, on Facebook or sometimes Instagram, you get sponsored ads where you can try, a lot of the time it's perfume, ever so often it's foundation. And normally if you get a foundation one, you go to the link, normally it's through a company called SoPost, but doesn't matter for the purpose of this story. You choose your shade. You have to be quick because obviously they sell out quite quickly because they're giving away free foundation. But normally when it arrives, you normally get like a little bottle of it, or like in like a little twisty tub. So yeah, I saw a sponsored post for Dior foundation and clicked the link and put my details in and put my shade in, and then this full size bottle arrived at my door. I could not believe it. This is a value of 40 quid. So I was so surprised. I'm sure if you also got that sponsored ad or signed up for it, you were just as surprised as I am, because I was literally thinking that I would have enough to just about cover my face for one day, whereas this is 30 ml. It's unbelievable. So I used the shade 2N. Yeah, I liked it, obviously. I liked it. It felt very light on the skin. I felt that I had to use quite a lot of product. I felt like I was doing a lot of pumps because I was using a makeup sponge. So obviously, I know what you're thinking, the sponge was just sucking a load of the product up, and that's probably true. Thank you to Dior for doing such a great advertising. And then a product that I didn't like. And let me say this, I can understand why people like this product. There are people who go mad for this product, who think it's the best, and I can understand why. I'm talking about the Eyebrow Queen Brow Fix. So it is a brow product and you fix your brows in place with it basically. So it comes in a pipette bottle, and yeah, you can see, you can probably see why. I don't know if that's showing on camera. It's like a glue. I suppose that's what it is, because you're putting your brows in place. I did not get on with this because I am not a person that fixes my brows in place or was using it regularly and consistently. And I feel like you have to, because if you think about it, this is like it's a liquid product, but the whole premise of it is that it dries and fixes your brows in place. But obviously, if I'm opening this, letting air get to it, putting it away for a couple of days or using it a couple of times a week, it's gonna harden and it's just gonna get, well, like it has gone, it's just ruined basically. So like I said, I feel like if you're using it every single day and you're keeping it fresh and you're using it quickly, great, brilliant, you're probably gonna have no problems. I wasn't, so I noticed the product was losing its liquidiness and was basically hardening in the bottle. Also, the application was not easy, so it's in a pipette that you can see. I don't know, that's just glue. It's not meant to be like that, obviously, it's because it's all hardened. So it's in a pipette, so I don't know, it was just difficult. You drop a little bit onto your brow or onto the spoolie. I just didn't feel like the application was easy. Like, it would have been good if maybe that was like a mascara wand on the end, but I was using disposable spoolies in the end because, to be fair, I probably could have cleaned the spoolie after every use. I did not do that. But yeah, because it's such a thick, sticky glue, it just like ruined the spoolies, which is why I used disposable ones. But listen, there are people that swear by this, and let me tell you, when I started using it and it was fine and it worked, and you know, it is like a brick. Your eyebrows are solid, and that's why people go mad for it, because it certainly fixes your brows. But from a practicality point of view, I didn't get on with it. That's just my opinion. But a bottle of this is £25. And then finally, I've got some setting sprays. So one setting spray here is the Maybelline Lasting Fix. The other setting spray I have is the Urban Decay All Nighter. Again, I got this in that John Lewis box that I got that Sisley night mask from. Let's start with the Maybelline. So this is full size, you get 100ml, and it costs about £9.99. Yeah, I haven't really got anything to say about this. The spray was good, and I know that sounds silly, but some setting sprays you spray on and they're too concentrated in one place, if that makes sense. Like with a spray, you want an even spray, right? So yeah, I thought the spray was good in terms of formula. Yeah, it worked. It didn't make you feel like your face was like tight or hardened. I think it says like use a couple of sprays. With setting sprays, I'm always like I always go for more than I probably should. For high street brand, fine. One thing it didn't work so well with is the face mask. Obviously, I guess this formula was created and the product was invented kind of pre-COVID, so we weren't walking around with face masks across our face and across our nose. I did notice using this spray, like, it's great in the day if you're not wearing a face mask. If you are wearing a face mask, it doesn't stop, you know, that rubbing on your nose, so you do get a patchy nose. However, going to this guy, which is the Urban Decay All Nighter, so 30ml of this is £12, and I did find that this spray worked better with the face mask situation, in that I didn't end up so much with a patchy nose at the end of the day. It still kind of rubbed off a little bit onto the mask, but not so extreme. Like this one just didn't work at all with the face mask, whereas this certainly prevented some of it at least. It wasn't so obvious that you know you had a patch on your nose that didn't have makeup on. The spray, not so good on this one, but I wonder whether it's because I do have a little sample size. There you go, so those are all of the empties for this month. There's a lot going on there, but I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you thought. Let me know if you've used some products that I've shown today. Maybe you liked them, maybe you didn't like them, maybe you agree with me, maybe you disagree with me. Like, I'm always down to hear your feedback, so please do let me know. So all that's left is just to say, remember, you are gorgeous just the way you are. Thank you so much for joining me on another video, and I will see you very soon for another video. Take care. Bye.